Hey, how's it going? This is Brando from Brandlux Media, and in today's video, it's going to be a pretty in-depth video on why some brands are just not able to break through the $1,000 mark, while other brands are easily breaking through that mark and exceeding it by far. I have a very small case study of a client that we recently onboarded that is just not able to go through $1,000 per day, and then I'm going to show you another small scenario of a client that has been able to generate $10,000 a day. Right in one single day. So 10x what this other client that we just onboarded is currently doing. So with no further ado, let's get right into the video and let me show you first of all the proof so you know that what I'm talking about is real and it's a small case study. So first of all, this client over here, by the way, I just chose a random date in the past. I have, the 8th of March, and then I'm going to show you the same date for the other client, whatever. This is just a date. But I want to show you what they're doing approximately in one single day. This brand is hovering around $500 to $800 to $1,000, as you can see here, minus 50%. So they over surpass the $1,000 a day, that mark, but they're just hovering on average around there. And so this other client, on the other hand, let me just refresh so you know this is real, whatever. And this other client over here, as you can see, they've been able to generate $9,460, give or take. They're going between $8,000 to $10,000 a day in sales, approximately. And their conversion rate, by the way, it's right over here, I think, is way higher. Of course, instead of the 1.4%, it's 4%. And this conversion rate is also a reason of the problem, and probably the solution that I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm going to share my screen somewhere else and show you a quick format diagram that I created, is also a reason why the conversion rate is also that bad. Okay, so with no further ado, let me refresh so you know this is real. There we go. Let's go through the exact difference. Why is one not able to go through $1,000 a day, and why is this other type of business able to go through that mark quite easily and in a fast manner? Okay, so let me just share my screen on this other free form and let me go through a couple details. So what I'm going to do here is tell you the major difference between a 6-figure e-commerce brand and a 7+ figure e-commerce brand. And I cannot stress this enough because it's a very repeatable thing that I'm seeing. It's like every single time, and I speak to a lot of, I'm quite fortunate to have worked and spoken to a lot of e-commerce brand owners, people that are making 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, and up to 9 figures, okay? So I've literally been able to see why things work and why things don't work in the first place. So this is what I want to talk about. This is a 6-figure business, okay? Let's just say the 6-figure business is promoting one product. And from that one product, they have a marketing angle, okay? So let's just say when I say marketing angle, I basically mean there's one selling proposition to one type of persona, right? For those of you who don't know, when you're selling a product, there's many different ways of selling a product, right? You can sell to a different group, age, you can sell with a different pain, with a different problem, with a different solution. There's literally many ways to do this. But let's just say that this figure e-commerce brand owner is focusing on marketing angle, let's just call it marketing angle 1, okay? And from here, they're testing interests and they're focusing on their ad account and they're testing a couple of ads, okay? So this is typically the problem. I'm not sure if you recognize why this is a problem, but it's a huge problem. And it's probably for a couple of reasons. First of all, they're limiting their proof of concept of one product, right, just from one marketing angle. And typically what this type of business owner focuses on is things like the ad account structure, right? They start having conversations and asking people, okay, what is the best ad account structure to get the best results? Or is it ABO, or is it CBO, or is it Advantage Shopping Plus campaign, or is it this, or is it that? And so what happens is that when you're focusing on the wrong things, you can't grow your business. It's actually very simple. And the reason why the ad account structure is the wrong thing to focus on, and this is an example, right? The ad account structure is because what drives a business is sales, marketing, persuasion, product, creative, right? A sales funnel, adding upsells, downsells, retention, like that is what makes or breaks a business. And what I'm seeing is that a lot of people just get a product, they test one angle, they test a couple interests, they test a couple ads, and then they just give up and it doesn't work. Okay, now let me just give you the exact same scenario, but what a 7-figure business does. Okay, so you kind of see the perspective. And when I'm showing you this other quick diagram that I created, it's not an exaggeration. It's actually the truth of how these things happen. So this is the exact same type of diagram, but this business, let me just scroll out, is doing a similar thing, but across, I would say, 50 more marketing angles, 10x the amount of ads per interest or per concept that they want to test. And on top of that, they're gathering so much data, right? And of course, I'm not saying that you have to do this from day one, but it's a never-ending process. And as you move on, right, start getting sales, start breaking even, eventually you're going to get to a point where you can sustain a higher ad spend so that you can gather more data. And what ends up happening here is that they are able to gather data and then identify winning product market fits a lot more easily compared to a business that just does this. Because a business that just does this and is able to crack the code is lucky, guys. Like if you own if you're doing $10,000 a day and this is all you're doing, consider yourself lucky. If you try and do the same thing with another business, I can almost guarantee that it's just not going to work. You're just going to need more groundwork. You need to do more work and more, figure out more things. It's not this easy, okay? And let's quickly dive into what the differences here are. How you should view this, and this is maybe an incentive for you to test multiple marketing angles, is that each marketing angle should be a percentage of your cash flow. So see it like this. If you test one marketing angle, you have only X limit. Okay, let's just say that marketing angle, the best marketing angle that you can ever nail, just gets you to 50K a month. Okay, what the 7-figure business will do is it will eventually find the 50K per month angle, but it will also find complementary and secondary angles that generate an extra 10K profitably, right? And not all angles can be scaled, right? Once again, when I say angles, hopefully you let me know in the comments if you don't understand exactly what I mean, but I mean the way that you present the product, what solutions you're selling, what problems you're selling, what age range you're going after. Are you going after the 25 to 50-year-old, from 50 to 70-year-old? Like that's the approach in which you, the strategy in which you approach your market is considered a marketing angle. That's what I mean by marketing angle. So what the 7-figure business is able to do is find multiple marketing angles and then stack cash flow from these individual marketing angles. And so eventually what's going to happen, as I told you before, is that everything is going to stack, right? And first of all, like one other thing, these brands go broad. Okay, these 7-figure brands, they target as broad as possible. What I've noticed, that the 6-figure businesses don't really try to do too much of a broad audience. They try to be a lot more technical and focus on the ad account, but they just lack creative input. And guys, creative input is the exact reason why you're able to scale in the first place. You're not able to scale if you don't beat other competitors from a creative perspective, right? I cannot stress this enough. I've worked with dropshippers or brands that sell extremely saturated products, like extremely saturated products, right? But the reason why they beat their competitors is literally because they test more unique and unsaturated marketing angles, right? And at the same time, they just completely obliterate the competition from a creative perspective, meaning they actually give a fuck about branding, about marketing, sorry, not about marketing, about branding, about the quality of the UGC video, about testing multiple UGC creators, about repurposing their entire content library to do unique concepts. Like that's how in depth they go. And to be honest with you, every single time we onboard a client, the first 3 months of the collaboration is purely a marketing angle and creative collaboration. That's where like 70 to 80% of our time actually goes to, right? We're 12 team members in my team, and over half of my team members have a creative experience, just because it's mandatory within my company, and it's mandatory to actually grow and get results. So what I wanted to say, I was saying, why do these companies go broad? These 7-figure brands go broad because they understand the importance and they understand where this new generation of media buying is going, right? Why did Facebook introduce Advantage Shopping Plus campaign? Why? Same thing with Google, right? And if it's not happening in Pinterest or whatever, it's eventually going to happen in Pinterest or in Snapchat or whatever, TikTok. Every single platform is going to have eventually, and most platforms do it just like Meta, a strategy where you just tell them what age to target, what countries to target, and they will do it all. And I actually just ran an analysis on most of our clients, and the campaigns that work the best are the broad campaigns, where we just give the AI or give the platform as much liberty as possible. And where the focus goes, once again, not to repeat myself, it's creative. And this is the exact reason why they go broad, completely broad, very broad interest, or just completely open targeting, open targeting, and they just fully go all in on creatives, right? They test 10 times more. So the reason why a business is doing $1,000 compared to $10,000, $20,000 dollars a day is literally because they probably test 10 to 20 to 50 to 100 times less concepts, and that's probably why. Okay, and as I said before, there's nothing better than to have a compounding effect, right? Where you test so many things, You test so many different concepts that then you can just put everything together. You combine the best marketing angles, as I show in this scenario over here. And you combine the best marketing angles with the best winning ads, and that's where you can create that extra cash flow that is extremely profitable and scalable, right? This is how you do it. And guess what? They don't do it on one product. They do the same exact process on multiple other products, and that's how they expand. Okay, so if this concept over here generates $1 million, guess what? They are able to do this exact same thing 10 to 20 other times or more, right? So this is a short video, guys, but I just wanted to give you a very visual representation, because I've spoken about these things in the past, but I've never actually showed you visually how it looks like, okay? And I think this is really the reason why people are not able to scale. They're just very, very lazy. And if this, if it was that easy, everybody would do it. If it was literally this easy, every single fucking person would do it. Everyone. Okay? But it's not. And once again, if you're able to get success with this infrastructure, consider yourself lucky. Okay? So once again, this is my humble opinion. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. This was a short, quick, fun video. Hopefully it helped you kind of like understand and give you perspective on maybe what you're doing and what is the potential that you could be doing, right? And I can once again reassure you, this is probably the only thing that I can purely guarantee. If you set up your business like this, first of all, you're set up for success, and second of all, I can guarantee you it's going to do better than what you're doing over here. Okay, it's maybe going to require more time, right, more effort, but it's 1,000%, an advantage. And by the way, I'm not saying that you have to do all these things at once. This would be extremely expensive. I'm just saying that when you start with marketing angle 1, go in depth, actually do a product market awareness research, okay? Do the things that other people are not doing, okay? If people are going right, you go left. And this is where the companies, this is the 1%, this is the 0.1%, this is what they're doing. And once again, everything that comes out of my mouth because I've actually seen it with my own eyes. Okay, that's it for this video. I'm going to stop ranting about this topic. It's a just very at heart topic because, I know I've been able to work with a lot of clients. Fortunately, I've had that privilege, and this is a topic that we discussed many, many times, how in depth you can go with things. Okay, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Let me also know what you think about this topic. Let me know where you're at with your business and if we can help in any way. And with no further ado, this is it for this video. Also, in the comments below, first of all, like, subscribe. It helps me support the channel, but also give me suggestions for new videos so that it incentivizes me to do things that you guys are actually interested in. Okay, that's it for this video, and see you in the next one.